Quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Shooter take a shot deep. Open target. From left to right, sets off. Oh,
Down.
watch who's gonna set up. He's gonna go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
As we close out our Tuesday night, I've got one question. Are you afraid of the dark? Exit light, enter the number 11 Virginia Tech Hokies here in Lane Stadium as they host the Georgia Bulldogs. Here in this one, Nate Murphy and Dominic Barfield on the call set to bring you all the action. Dom, Virginia Tech's defense, week one, had to figure out how to stop the air raid offense of West Virginia. Week two, it was the triple option of Oregon. This week, a little bit more balance for this Georgia offense. So running the gamut for the Hokie defense here so far in 3 weeks.
And the defense is inspired this week, and I'm sure they're headed off to Never Land as they come out, and this offense is going to take the drive first.
So we will see the Hokie offense, as you mentioned, and this will be a handoff to Max Orndorff, and he will pick up just 3, run down by that Georgia defense there. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And Maxwell has had a productive season so far. 35 touches coming into this week for 241 yards on the ground.
2nd and 7. Busby with the quick wide receiver screen to John Lee. He's got 3 more. So quickly, it's a 3rd and 3 for the Hokies.
And Busby has come out of the woodworks strong, entering the week 62 of 83, 720, and 6 touchdowns. Kid is not afraid to sling the rock.
Gonna sling it here. 5 wide receivers, 3rd and 3. Has time across the middle. Oh, he tried to rip that one in there and misfired. It'll be 4th down.
Agree. Ripped it, had no reason to. He had the open receiver, just kind of put it right on his chest, let him get hands on it and make the 1st down. No reason to have to put that much sauce on that ball.
Cade, the answer to that would be focus. Both teams, offense, defense, special teams, got to focus. And good special teams tackle there for the Hokies, because we know, especially in Morgantown, that the Georgia Bulldogs special teams unit can take it back to the house in a hurry. But right now, it's the offense led by freshman quarterback Seth Chapman. He's got it. He'll turn, hand it off to Lane Easton, and Easton going to power his way forward for a gain of 9.
And that is a good run on the ground to start it off by Easton. Easton is one of my favorite backs to watch take off and perform, and he is electric out of that backfield.
Right now is just Chapman alone in the backfield. They will bring a man back with him. They'll play action. And that one's ripped across the middle. That is complete 1st down yardage. Big tight end Haas Carter for 14.
And Cade, love you too. And that is exactly how you start if you're the Georgia offense. Take advantage of over the middle. We've seen that in our earlier game. That is just the right read there.
Cade coming in and being needy. Here we go on 1st down. Another throw across the middle. Again, it's Haas Carter. So 2 quick catches for the tight end. He's got 6 on that one. It'll be 2nd and 4.
You know, Cade being needy is crazy because he's been a ghost for me the last week. So it's nice to see that he's at least alive.
He's busy coaching his daughter's soccer team. He's out there playing the wrong kind of football. This one run up the middle, and Easton quick 6 yards. It'll be a first down to the Hokie 30-yard line.
And that stretch run is going to be very effective. You're going to be able to get that side sealed. Go ahead and let Easton take off, and he is going to make you pay for it.
Pistol look here. Easton in the backfield directly behind Chapman. He's got it again, trying to stretch it to the far side. Inside the 30, stiff arm. Give him 3 before a whole gaggle of turkeys bring him down. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
And that is credit to the guard there, picking up that linebacker there in coverage, holding him back, and allowing him to pick up those 3 yards.
Pistol set, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, read option look. Chapman around the near side, first down yardage, and he was hit and dropped hard by Kai Buford, but it will be a first down.
And that was a smart decision calling his own number, because if he hands that ball off, Easton gets deleted in the backfield for a big TFL.
Fully loaded shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Play fake here. And near side to Mike Lowry, who keeps the feet down. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And nobody in sight over there in the flats. If he gets that ball out a little quicker, it's going to give him time to turn upfield and could pick up additional yardage.
Back to that pistol look. They're going to bring a tight end in motion, set him up on the wing on the left. Quick slant throw. Batted and then nearly intercepted. Incomplete. It falls. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And Alfredo Barfoot staring at his hands going, where is my stickum? How does that ball not land in my hands? Oh, you know he's asking for that one back.
A little too saucy for Alfredo to hold on to. Open man in the end zone. Jeff Master, 15-yard touchdown. Georgia on top.
Master hands, master plays, master moments as Georgia is going to stretch the lead early. And meanwhile, over on Twitch, 4-yard touchdown pass to Alexander Schultz. Florida State takes a 7-0 lead on Florida with 6:23 left into the first.
Big sunshine showdown over there on Twitch. Make sure you hop over there, give Ware and Ryan a little listen, but come on back, enjoy CFSL late night with Murph and Dom as we try and keep you entertained over here. We had a thrilling overtime game in game 1. A lot of time left in this one. We'll see how this one turns out as Skinner 28 yards out across the 30 to set up Virginia Tech for their 2nd possession of the night.
If you're going to call it right. Not only did we have an exciting overtime game, it was an exciting double overtime game. Got to see it all the way through the end.
Double OT that ended on a walk-off pick 6 for the Colorado defense. It was a crazy game. We'll see if this one lives up to that. And this quick wide receiver screen to Harper Orndorff, and it'll be a pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6 coming up.
And right now, Busby is just maintaining a little bit of confidence, making the right reads. You know that he's wanting that last drive back after zipping that ball over the middle. He's at home, got to play slow, play your own tempo, play your own game. Gonna look to build that confidence early.
3 down linemen for Georgia's defensive front, 5 wide receiver. It's for the Hokies. Busby throws that one far side on one of the double out route there. Savannah Olzer with the catch and run, picks up 9 and a first down.
And Dominic McKenzie is going to get credit for that tackle.
So 1st and 10, at the 45 of Virginia Tech. Busby looking, rolling off the back foot, has an open receiver. First down, and once again, this time it's Tatum Melanishin. 15-yard reception and another first down for the Hokies.
And she is going to make her first catch of the night. She's been a little bit left in the afterthought here with all of the receivers that have been going off week after week. Nice to see her get a little bit of recognition early and see if she can be a consistent target throughout the evening.
Nice adjustment and a catch there as that one was thrown behind her. She reaches back one hand, snags it, and again goes and gets a few extra yards. Now 1st and 10 at the Georgia 40. Quick throw. Down the numbers, broken tackle to the 5, touchdown. Melanishin again, and the Hokies are going to tie it up.
And it seemed to answer my question there right on cue. Got the previous catch, had said, let's go one more time. Quick throw by Busby, putting it right over in front, let her get underneath that ball, run underneath it, and just take it to the crib. That is a beautiful response there by the Hokies.
And I was going to say, not bad coverage. Kendall Simmons was there, just never got his head turned around and kind of tried to reach out without looking, reading the eyes of Melanishin, and couldn't swat it down. And once Melanishin had it, it was off to the races. Slipped one tackle, finds the end zone, and with 5:04 to play in the first quarter, your new score is Virginia Tech 7, Georgia 7.
Over on Twitch, again, we have a 46-yard touchdown pass to Alexander Schultz, is second now. Florida State is rolling early, 14-0 with 4:54 left in the first.
And 2 quick touchdowns over there, 2 quick touchdowns over here. And look out, another big return. It's Frankie Dawkins. And I know firsthand just how quickly he can change the scoreboard.
Now, absolutely, special teams is going to have to be on their P's and Q's.
And got their lowercase J's as well, as Jeff Masters picks up 8 on the quick slant. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
I like that, Murph. I've never heard anybody add that on to dot their lowercase j's. I am absolutely stealing that. Thank you for that.
No problem. Cross the T's, dot the lowercase J's, mind your P's and Q's. We're going to run the whole alphabet before the game's over with, I'm sure. 2nd and 2, another read option look, and Chapman's got room at 1st down inside the 40. Kind of gets bent backwards there, but picks up 9 and a 1st down.
And one thing you're going to have to keep in mind for both defenses, you have to pay mind that both of these quarterbacks can run the ball and can do it methodically.
And now they'll go play action. Chapman, small rollout and wide open receiver. Oh, a little GPS malfunction there from Aaron Highsmith, but he does get the 1st down.
Recalculating. Wrong route. Absolutely had nothing but green grass and opportunity there. Some reason just got turned around, got a little miscombobulated on there, and just ran right into the gaggle of turkeys.
And it'll be a 1st and 10 nonetheless, and it'll be just outside the red zone at the 21-yard line. And looking all day to throw into double coverage. I tell you what, you've got that much time to throw the football. If you're Seth Chapman, you got to make a better decision than that.
You had 2 defenders over there that are hawking on that ball. You've got to just throw that away.
Now 2nd and 10. He'll throw this one into the flat. It is complete. Broken tackle. And Lane Easton, all that work for 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 8.
You run 18 yards just to pick up 2. It really is the most for little there.
But it was a positive play. So now 3rd and 8. Georgia 1 for 1 so far tonight. Under some late pressure to the end zone. And Haas Carter in front of the defender for the Bulldog touchdown.
And the big tight end just comes up making a big boy play there, putting his hands out there, blanketed in coverage, just finds his way to get his hands up late, does not give anything there for Sean Carter. Gets those hands up at the last second, pulls in that snag, and Georgia is going to retake the lead.
I mean, it was not bad coverage from Sean Carter, but again, just like on the Melanishan touchdown previously, a defender doesn't get their head turned around, never sees the football, never has a chance to really make a play on it. Receiver sees it, makes the play, puts it in the end zone, and now 3:32 to go in the first quarter. It's Georgia 7, Georgia 14, Virginia Tech 7. Virginia Tech about to get the football back after the Nate Skinner return, and now it's back on your freshman quarterback, Drew Busby. Battle of freshmen right now on both quarterbacks, Dom. They actually both look pretty comfortable.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. Busby came back strong after that first drive, answered back. But, I mean, you also have to give credit there to Chapman. Chapman's looking really comfortable on the road.
5 wide receiver look. Busby fakes the quarterback draw, comes back underneath, completes it to Orndorff. And Harper has a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And 2/3 of this female core have already got a touch on the ball. Looking to see if Savannah Ulzer can get into action as well. These girls are absolutely talented.
And now 2nd down and 5. This one dumped underneath. It's Locklear, the tight end, and he goes nowhere as he is hit and knocked down quickly on the play by Clayton Cobb.
If you're Busby, you've got to give yourself a little bit more than just that quick throw. You've got to scan the field, look to see if there's anybody else open. But that's also credit to the closing speed of the defense. Got to it in a flash and got that for ETFL.
So now on 3rd and 6, 2-by-2 look. Busby looking, has some time. He's going to unload it downfield, one-on-one coverage, and it's batted away. Dominic McKenzie goes up and swats it.
And Dominic McKenzie is making their presence known. Just a little underthrown there by Busby. If you get that ball with a little more air and a little more time, that ball is walked in for 6. Not the first time we've seen that kind of throw out of Busby in these last couple weeks, but it's still early in the game. You've got plenty of time to go back, look and see what you saw and how you threw it, go back and make those changes. But now it's time for the Bulldogs to come out here and see that they can come out and extend this lead.
Bulldogs a couple of drives and 2 touchdowns to show for it. So this Virginia Tech defense, they would love to step up and force a punt on this Bulldog possession. They're going to send Carter in motion right to left, setting him up on the wing. He'll go out in the pattern, and that one is just ripped downfield to Jaden Charles. Quick slant for 10 and a first down.
Linebackers sit back. They give a little open coverage right there, and that is just an easy pitch and catch.
4 wide receivers, 3 to the top of the screen, pistol set, and Chapman will fire this down the seam. Open receiver, 10-5, touchdown, Bulldogs and Aaron Highsmith.
And that is just broken coverage right there. Highsmith is absolutely just going to take, I believe it was just a seam beater, and just nobody was back there, no safeties to protect over the top, and that's just grab it and run with it. And run with it, Highsmith did, even a couple of little high knees to get in there, and Georgia is looking impressive on the road early.
Still 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1, and boy, that poor holder just got steamrolled, but it is 21-7 as the extra point goes through the uprights. So Georgia jumping on top of number 11 Virginia Tech here, but still all kinds of time left to play.
You said it best. I mean, it's still early in this game, and Skinner is going to try to make something shaky so he can get a 30-yard return. Over on Twitch, a 2-yard touchdown run by D-Money. Seminoles lead 21-3 with 1:42 left in the first.
Well, Virginia Tech would love to put a drive together here, get that confidence back here offensively. This is Orndorff right between the tackles, and that is a big confidence boost. Get the run game going, and Maxwell Orndorff picks up 14.
Well, like I said, coming into the game, Orndorff has put almost 250 yards on the ground. Definitely a capable runner. Got to be comfortable handing that ball off and not having to make the plays by the freshman.
1st and 10. There's Orndorff again, and he makes a nice cut, breaks a tackle, and tumbles forward. Another 15-yard run here. Maxwell Orndorff, 3 carries, 32 yards already here in the first quarter.
And right now, if I'm Busby, I am going, you know what? Hey, I don't have to force this. I can just turn around and dump this off. Right now, I'm turning around and I'm handing this off till the wheels fall off. If you can't stop it, I'm going to make you force yourself to stop it.
3 down linemen here for Georgia. Virginia Tech spreads them out, 4 receivers, and they do go right back to the ground game. Orndorff throws a nasty little stiff arm right there. Picks up 8. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Oh, for sure, this is absolutely an Orndorff drive, and Orndorff is just giving any and everybody the business right now if he has the opportunity to.
2-by-2 look here. Busby barking out signals. He's got it. He'll hand it right back off. And again, it's Orndorff plowing ahead for a gain of 9. 5 carries, 49 yards, almost 10 a carry already here for Orndorff.
Yeah, I mean, Murph, what do? You don't make any changes if you're on offense right now.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And they go 4 wide receivers, and they go back to the ground. Orndorff slipped, or excuse me, this is Cam Ellis. He'll slip a couple tackles and pick up 2.
I got to imagine that Orndorff probably needs a little bit of a breather. Orndorff has just been eating so far. Got to take a second and get that breath back.
Well, they'll go 5 wide receivers here. Busby looking underneath, complete 1st down yardage. John Lee, give him 9 and move the chains.
2nd catch of the night, averaging 6 yards a catch right now. Busby now knows that, hey, it feels a little shortened. I can kind of take what's here, don't force any errant throws, and just make the play.
2-by-2 look once again. And again, Busby will look to throw, has time. Scanning, takes off to the 10, runs over 1, slides down at the 7-yard line, 2nd down and 4.
Kind of like the mix there. Give him a little razzle-dazzle, hit him, bowl a man over, take the slide, make the business decision, live to see another play. Got to remember that Busby and Chapman can both make plays with their legs.
2nd down and 6. Busby looking. Back of the end zone and incomplete. Looking for Melanishin, couldn't get the foot down.
And just such a break there for the defense. Virginia Tech has moved that ball down the field methodically and just not enough end zone to make that work.
3rd and 4, last play of quarter number 1 to the back corner of the end zone. Harper Orndorff gets him down, touchdown, Hokies.
And the last play of the first quarter, and they make that count. Harper is absolutely running to that back pylon, and there's just enough space there for Busby to thread the needle and just put it over the top of, I believe that was Dominic McKenzie, making him regret that. But that was a good throw there by the freshman.
Good throw, good finish on the catch, and a great finish to quarter number one. Virginia Tech with the late touchdown closes the gap. They trail the Georgia Bulldogs 21-14 as we head to quarter number two. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on YouTube. Welcome back inside Lane Stadium here in Blacksburg, Virginia. Nate Murphy, Dominic Barfield set to bring you quarter number two. Hokies kicking it off here down 7, and Dawkins will return this out across the 25-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Georgia.
Well, Georgia is currently 3 for 3, and they've ended each drive in a touchdown. Defense has got to have to find a way to step up here and get a stop.
3 wide receiver look, play fake underneath. It's Haas Carter. Was about to break away, and then a bunch of maroon jerseys showed up to make sure he didn't get anywhere. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Yep, you use the first man to kind of slow him down, and you just buy enough time to let the rest of the team come up and make a gang tackle.
2nd down and 4. Play fake again. Blitz coming off the edge. Good blitz pickup, and oh man, Skinner just put it on him. It'll be 3rd and 1.
You want to talk about a straight deletion hit? Wow, skinned him, filleted him, did him every way, including dirty. Just what a pure hit there.
Good job to hold on to the football. Make this a 3rd and 1. Georgia is 2 for 2 so far tonight on 3rd downs. They're going to go with Easton straight up the middle. He's across midfield. Plenty of yardage for the 1st down. Give him 13, and Georgia moves the chains again.
And that is just good vision there by Easton. One of the backers absolutely just shoots the cannon, is ready to fire, and he just sidesteps and just keeps on pushing.
Pistol set. There goes Easton again, near side, and he's going to pick up 6 before he is ridden down. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Murph, I'll tell you what, both offenses are looking really comfortable on the ground right now, and it's just going to be a battle of who can maintain the consistency longer.
There's Apollo Sanchez with the tackle. Read option. Chapman, he's got nowhere to go. Hit in the backfield and slung to the turf. Crew Henderson with the stop. It'll be 3rd and 8.
And he said, I don't need no crew to make that tackle. I will do that myself. Does not let Chapman get out of there at all. And that is just a beautiful open field tackle.
Now, can the Hokies get off the field on 3rd down? Georgia 3 of 3 so far. Need 8 here to keep the drive moving. Across the middle, complete, got it. Highsmith picks up 9, and it'll be a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Hokies brought in 2 safeties, giving that 2 high safety look, expecting maybe a shot over the top. Nope, just going to dump it off over the middle, and Chapman is going to help pick up the 1st.
And they'll stay in that 2 high safety look. They'll drop 8 in coverage, and it's complete underneath to the tight end, Haas Carter, and he will pick up 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Definitely got to say that the defense is playing really balanced right now, but you have got to send more than 3 or 4. You have got to simulate a little bit of pressure, or Chapman's going to have an easy day back there.
14 of 16. Chapman just picking them apart right now. Master on the jet sweep. 1st down yardage down to the 20 on a 10-yard carry.
And that's just a beautiful way there to hold the blocks. Master's going to find the right gap, plant his foot in the ground, get north-south, and just try to take off.
3 receivers near side, 1 to the top. They'll look near side, touchdown, Jaden Charles, and the Bulldogs do it again.
And 4 for 4, the Georgia Bulldogs are not getting stopped so far early, Murph. They are taking advantage, playing it soft, reeling that defense in, and then just right when they get their guard down, put one right over the top. That is now twice we've seen them go over the head and make them pay. Georgia is looking really comfortable to be on the road.
28-14. And if there's one thing we know about Georgia, they can score points. I mean, they were in a shootout last week. Now, their special team helped them out with a couple of scores there, but their offense doing it all so far here in the 1st half. 4 drives, 4 touchdowns, as you mentioned. Virginia Tech over there on the sideline defensively. Got to scheme something up. Got to get to Seth Chapman. He is 15 of 17 on the night.
And like I said, you've got to simulate a little bit more pressure. You can't just let him sit back there.
1st and 10 as Drew Busby and the Hokie offense looks to answer. This one thrown underneath to Harper Orndorff. Gain of just 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
And just take the nice little pitch and catch there on screen. Had open opportunity. Not quite sure about the decision to try to spin to the outside and go there. You should plant that foot cut up in the inside and just try to go pick up more yards instead of stretching yourself out there and running east-west.
Not to be outdone, Busby has been pretty efficient as well. 10 of 13 to start his night. Now they'll go to Orndorff on the draw, looking for room, flag down. We'll see if this is the clip or did they get the face mask.
And the dreading clipping call is the determination.
Yeah, so that is Tatum Melanishin, the guilty party, going to back the Hokies up 15, and it will be 2nd down and 21 now for this Hokie offense, already in a 14-point hole. Really, this is a drive that they want to continue the momentum from their last drive, and we'll see if they can pick this up. And Orndorff hurdles a man on the ground, and he'll wind up picking up 5. It'll be 3rd and 16.
And really precarious of no call there. The way that the head twisted down as he gets slung to the turf certainly looked like that should have been a potential face mask call there, Murph.
It would have been huge, would have been an automatic 1st down. Instead, it's 3rd and 16. And hit as he let it go as Busby was loading up to take his shot. It'll be 4th down now, and the Hokies got to punt it away.
Yeah, you're already facing a hole here, being down 14 points. Not really the type of game you want to try to play when you cannot contain Georgia for anything. Got to find a way to extend drives and not play any type of negative ball play.
So now we'll see, can the Hokie defense come up with a stop? 5:27 to go here, 1st half. And a 28-14 Georgia lead. They are 4 for 4. 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns. They've not been stopped on 3rd down. And right now, Seth Chapman has not missed very many receivers. And this is Lane Easton straight up the middle between the 2 guards. Picks up 11 in the 1st down.
Well, I mean, what can you say? When you can't get any pressure home, you're going to give the quarterback to find time, and it's so hard to guard the speed of these receivers.
And they have shown that you can't guard them if you give them too much time to throw the football. Now Easton with it again right between the tackles, breaking tackles, picks up 10 and a 1st down.
Over on Twitch, 64-yard touchdown pass to Stacy Smith as the Gators close the lead to 14 at 24-10. FSU still up with 5:28 left in the 2nd.
2 14-point ball games going on right now, and Georgia looking to extend on their lead. Broken tackle. Easton just throwing off the first Hokie defender and picks up 3.
Just absolutely bounced to the linebacker like a club. Wow, what a throw off. That's the angry run.
Paulo Sanchez eventually gets the tackle, and now on 2nd down, Chapman, he'll flip this to the outside. It's Easton in space, and Barfield has to come up and make the open field stop there on Lane Easton. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Well, after he got bounced in the backfield, that's a good way for him to bounce back and get a little frustration out.
The 3rd down and 2. Pistol set up the middle, and Georgia won't get the 1st down. The first time tonight that they have been stopped on 3rd down. It's Steve Gibson, the walk-on, and boy, if he stays up the middle, Dom, I think he's got it.
I don't disagree with you. If he goes up the middle, he could have ran that for pay dirt.
And the field goal is pushed to the left, no good. So, the first time the Hokies get a 3rd down stop, they will also force Georgia off the field with no points, as Russ Munson could not get it between the pipes. 1st and 10, 5 wide receivers, quarterback draw, and Busby's going to lose a yard here.
And specifically, Murph, watching that replay back, not only was it pushed, that was an absolute doinker off the upright. Credit for the accuracy, but that's not where you want that ball to end up at.
Now, you try that in practice. You shoot for the uprights in practice from time to time, but not in a game. And now they're going to give it to Orndorff here, trying to catch the edge, and he will not get there. Nice play on the outside to drag him down from Dominic McKenzie. It'll be 3rd and 8.
And the pack of Bulldogs are swarming on this run. They have started to sniff that out, and they are tired of watching Orndorff run up and down the field.
3rd and 8. Big third down right here for the Hokie offense here, under 3.5 to go in the first half. Orndorff on the draw, and he will not get there. Oh, so close, but a yard away, and again, it's McKenzie that comes up with the stop, and the Hokies will punt it away.
Dominic McKenzie absolutely has a chip on the shoulder after giving up that touchdown in the back of the end zone, and he is laying lumber on anybody, and he does not care. Those hits do not discriminate.
Aaron Highsmith with the 9-yard return. It'll be 1st and 10, Georgia at their own 41.5-yard line, almost the 42 here. So 1st and 10, pistol set. Easton with it between the tackles. He will rumble out just across midfield, give him 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1.
I mean, Murph, what can you say when you're averaging almost 8 yards a touch? I mean, you're making all the right reads there. You are hitting the holes and you are hitting the lanes emphatically.
That was Chris Wolf on the stop. Now Lane Easton's got it again, and he'll run right back up the middle. So not afraid of the middle of this Hokie defense right now. Lane Easton, 7.5 yards plus a carry.
It's almost like they preferred the middle of the defense, to be honest with you, Murph.
And that's where they've had the most success so far. And they'll go right back to it. Easton, and he just got thumped and bounced back. They'll gain a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And Haas, thank you for picking up what I was laying down there. Over on Twitch, 5-yard touchdown pass to Alexander Schultz, his 3rd touchdown. Florida State's up 31-10, 3:44 remains in the first half.
And now 2nd down and 9. They'll slide a tight end in motion, and Chapman looking under pressure, dumps this underneath, and I think he was trying to get it to Carter. It's knocked down by Wolf. It'll be incomplete, 3rd and 9.
Oh, Wolf is in there going, that was the momentum shifter we needed if he could just maintain his hands on that.
3rd and 9. Chapman looking, some late pressure, forces him to throw it underneath. It's Highsmith, but he's not going to get away from Nate Skinner. Stop there. It'll be 4th and 5, and Georgia's going to go.
I mean, with how effectively you've been able to move the ball, do you really blame them in no man's land?
No reason to punt it here. More than likely it goes into the end zone. You pick up less than 20 yards. And they're going to do the smart thing right here with the clock ticking away. They're going to let the play clock run all the way down to about 2 seconds before they snap it.
I think it'll be 3 seconds.
I've seen enough of these sims. It'll probably be about 2. So here we go on 4th and 5. And now Chapman looking under pressure, hit, will not get it off. And a big stop for the Hokie defense. CJ Reese with the sack. And with 1:15 to go, Dom, here in the first half, Hokie's going to get it close to the midfield stripe.
And right now, if you are a Busby, you see the time that's left on here. You got one word for the kid: let her fly. Go ahead, take a shot, get some momentum heading into halftime. You cannot afford to get out here and not put points on the board.
Remember, Georgia will get the ball to start half number 2. So this could be a big drive here for Virginia Tech, as Ulzer with the catch, 22 yards, her 2nd reception of the night. It'll be a 1st down for Virginia Tech.
And what a throw indeed. Came out here not afraid of anything. Savannah is effective on that corner route. Ball is placed on that back shoulder, and that's just put where it needs to be.
Now 1st and 10, ball inside the 35 down to the 33 of Georgia. Looks like they're going to bring a little extra pressure from the secondary here. Busby taking his time. Gets the snap, looking. Now he decides to take off, runs right into a brick wall, and gets nothing. And
go ahead.
I was going to say it was Brown Jr. that got the sack. But now on 2nd down and 13. Busby looking, steps up, unloads to the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Another case of the yips, placing that ball a little bit too flat, almost picked off again. You've got to get a little bit more air under that ball and thread that needle.
3rd and long here for the Hokies, probably out of field goal range where they stand. They're going to give it to Orndorff on the screen, and he's going to lose a yard, so even further out of field goal range.
Yeah, you really can't afford anything to let happen like that. But now you're also stuck in the same position as Georgia was. No man's zone. Yeah, there's still about 40 seconds left on the clock. Gonna not really be necessarily in a great position. Do you take the punt? And they're gonna like to take the punt here.
Now, I imagine they're gonna let the play clock run all the way down as well. So why not let the play clock run down to 2 and then just chuck it to the end zone, see what happens? Instead, they'll probably punt it through the end zone, and that will more than likely kill the entire half.
Yeah, I mean, by the time that ball lands, it's already going to be at triple zeros. It's either going to be like, hey, you can get away with it and try to run one back. I don't think this is going to be much of a conversation piece.
And that will end the half as that one rolls through the back of the end zone. 28-14 Georgia on top of number 11 Virginia Tech as we hit the break, Dom.
Yeah, and before we get into the break, I'm going to go ahead and get this out there real fast. 16-yard touchdown pass to Stacey Smith, her second on the night. Florida now only trails 31-16 with 1:57 left in the half. And Murph, when we break it down at the half, let's just call it what it is. Georgia came out, they caught Virginia Tech sleeping. They thought that we've seen it all we've seen the air raids, we've seen triple options, we've forced throws from Oregon. We've seen it all. And Georgia said, haha, au contraire, my friend. And they have been making it a walking nightmare for the Hokies defense. Busby in the offense finally got things rolling a little bit. The Hokie defense has gotten some stops on the Georgia Bulldogs. But right now, if you're Georgia, I don't think you're really afraid right now. You're comfortable going into the half. Looking at the first half stats, Georgia is putting it on in the air. They've even got almost 30 yards additional on the ground. Georgia is just out here playing their brand of offense. They're not afraid to get into a shootout, and they are going to make it a long, long second half for Virginia Tech. Hokies are going to have to find some magic in that locker room, maybe bump a little bit more of that Black Album to really get your gears going, and they're going to have to come out here and make some stops, get some turnovers, and find a way to get it done.
First 4 Georgia offensive possessions, touchdown, 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 touchdown. It was like a broken record. Like you said, Virginia Tech's defense did finally start to figure some things out. They were able to put some stops together. Georgia missed a field goal. Score remained 28-14 for a while, and look out as Dawkins tried to find a seam, and when he finds one, he is hard to stop. So now Georgia looking to get right back to that the first part of that first half here as they get their offense out to start half number 2. Chapman with a man in motion. They're going to give it to him. It's Master on the jet sweep, and he'll get just 3.
Not a bad play to call coming out of the half. The jet sweep has been working effectively for them in the few times that they have caught it. Not a bad look to try to force this defense to have to run east-west.
And as expected, Georgia pretty much balanced on their play calling. 18 runs, now make it 19, 20 throws. And look out, Lane Easton. Boy, when he finds a crack in the defensive line, he will hit it and hit it quickly. He's up to 98 yards now on the night.
But you have to give credit here, Murph. Credit to C.J. Reese Cup coming down and hawking him in the open field. You don't see D tackles move with a motor like that.
No, not very often. And Reese did a great job tracking him down, and now up the middle once again at Easton for 5 yards, and that'll put him over the century mark here tonight.
Yeah, Michael Buffington's going to have to come up here and make that stop after a pickup of 5 yards.
So now ball inside the Hokie 40 to the 38-yard line. Fully loaded pistol, little triple option look here, and Jason Wentz gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 4. Gunny Creedon on the stop.
Hokie defense saw that and said, oh, wait, we know what that looks like, and they flew to that ball.
Hey, turkeys can fly. What do you know? 3rd and 4. Tight end in motion. He'll set up on the wing. He'll go out in the pattern. They'll throw it the other direction down the numbers, and it's a big-time first down throw and catch once again. Jaden Charles, his 3rd catch. This one good for a first down.
And Murph, this secondary just has no answer for these over-the-top throws. They are putting them on. Over on Twitch, 3-yard touchdown runner for TJ Scally as FSU takes a 38-17 lead. 24 seconds left in the half.
So now 1st and 10 inside the 15 at about the 14. This one dumped underneath. It is complete to Easton, but that's all you can say about that is he's dropped right there.
Now, Alfredo Barfield sniffed that out and just ran that down. What a coverage for the backer.
2nd and 10. Pistol look here for the Dogs. Little read option, and Chapman breaks one, will not get away from the next man in. They will give him a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, Marcel Wheeler sniffed that out and said, we're not going to let you get comfortable like that.
5 for 7 on 3rd downs. Chapman looking under some pressure, trying to get away, and he will not. Hit and drop by Marcel Wheeler. It'll be 4th and 16. Georgia going to have to kick the field goal.
And according to that stat line, I guess I'm going to have to apologize. It looks like Marcel Wheeler was not in on that previous play, but I think he's going to be quite content there picking up the sack and forcing the Bulldogs to try to kick another field goal.
We'll see this time, can Russ Munson connect? It'll be from about 38 yards away, kick up. And this time it is good. So Georgia pushes the lead to 17, 31-14 over number 11 Virginia Tech, 6:34 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hokies about to get the football for the first time here in half number 2. Had to make a few adjustments there in the locker room. What do you want to see him come out and do to start the half?
I mean, where do you really start? You could go both ways. Do you want to see more of Orndorff on the ground and let him carve up the defense? Or do you need to see Busby come out here, make those throws, and really stretch this field out?
Well, they're going to spread things out. They'll bring Orndorff back into the backfield in motion. Play action pass here. A little RPO dumped underneath, and Locklear picks up 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Not too mad about the little RPO pop pass there, taking advantage over the middle. Not an unfamiliar stranger to either one of these offenses. Got to just keep trying to find your way to make these positive plays.
2-by-2 look here. They'll go draw play. Orndorff has a blocker and has the 1st down out to the 40. Falls forward to the 41. Give him 6 yards, and Tech will move the chains.
And it looks like Virginia Tech is going to say, hey, you guys want to play balance? We'll balance it out a little bit well. 2 plays, 1 pass, 1 run. They're going to kind of keep this defense stretched out, and they are doing the right things. They've just got to find a way to maintain consistency here, Murph.
2-by-2 look again. Orndorff in the backfield. He'll flare out. Busby looking. He'll throw it this way. And, oh, boy, Orndorff made the catch. Probably wishes he didn't as he is laid out. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, absolutely gets a free tattoo that he did not sign up for. Oof, what a hit there by Richard Howell. And Nate just let us know that was the VT career rushing yards for Orndorff.
All right, so congratulations to Orndorff for setting that mark. And there he goes again. And he is hit, driven backwards. They will give him forward progress. Give him 3 on the carry. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Getting a little cheeky there, trying to say, oh, well, hey, I still got plenty of time to extend that record. Ooh, almost got sniped quickly.
3rd and 8. Hokies have not been good on 3rd down tonight. And they get a big play here. Melanician to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Hokies.
And that is, you're going to be happy to see Melanician with now, I believe that's her 2nd touchdown of the game. But what a mallard thrown by Busby. That ball falls right into the hands. Defender tries to Superman, nothing doing. Woo, looks a little rough in the process. And Tatum is just going to walk it in.
Yeah, defender probably would have been better off just trying to stay on his feet and make a tackle after that completion. He was giving that one up no matter what. But extra point up and good. 10-point ball game now with 5:06 to go, 3rd quarter. Georgia 30, Virginia Tech 21. And so Tech comes up with the answer offensively that they needed to start the half. Georgia, do they start the second half the same way that they started the first half? Can they get back-to-back touchdowns as Frankie Dawkins, not nearly as impressive tonight as he was a week ago. This one out across the 30 to the 34.
And Chad, I am with you guys. That was quite a play for nothing.
And so here we go, 1st and 10. Chapman, pistol set, play fake to Easton. Looking, he'll come near side. It is complete as Jason Wentz picks up 6.
And it looks to me like that was going to be Gunny Creedon in on the tackle out there in the flat.
Seth Chapman, 20 of 23 so far on the night. Second down and 4 as we tick down to 4.5 to go here, third quarter. Chapman, he's going to keep it on the read option. He's got the first down, and he will tumble forward out near midfield, give him 11, and move the chains.
And that's all you need right now. Right now, you just need a little bit of consistency. Get your feet underneath you, and that's going to be Sanchez's 9th tackle of the game.
Right back to it. Chapman stretching it to the outside, now cuts it up, first down and more inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. Give him another 17 yards on the carry.
You know, Murph, I did say it earlier, both of these quarterbacks can be lethal on the ground and make plays with their legs. Chapman is absolutely slicing and dicing, making little cut moves, and is getting freaky fast out there and surprising this defense.
So here we go on 1st and 10. Shotgun, Easton in the backfield, and he's got it right between the guards again. Give him another quick 5 yards.
And takes a shoulder shot from Chris Wolf at the end of that as he picks up his 6th tackle of the game.
2nd down and 5, now inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Shotgun, that is Easton offset to Chapman's right, and it'll be fired near side, and Jaden Charles taps the toes. First down, Bulldogs.
That dog will hunt. That is an absolute IQ way to get your feet down and maintain the first.
4th trip into the red zone for the Dogs, and they're looking for another touchdown. Easton, again, just right through the A-gap, 7 more yards. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And there's no love on either side of these defenses. They are coming out here, and they are laying lumber each and every hit.
2nd and 3. There's Easton again, right between the tackles. Another 6 yards. 1st and goal at the 3.
You know, they say bend, don't break. The Hokies defense does not have a lot of real estate here to really play with. They're going to have to find a way to get a stop here.
2 tight ends in the formation, 2 receivers far or near side. It's Easton. Nice cut to the inside. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Over on Twitch, 5-yard touchdown run by Bear Michaels for the Gators. Florida State now leads 38-24 with 6:27 left in the third. And absolutely, what a cut on the inside. Planted that foot, hit him with the heat, and just walks in untouched. As Georgia's going to find that rhythm again, and they're going to get a touchdown on this play as we are now up 38-21 with 3:03 left in the third.
Excuse me, I think I missed that. What did he hit him with?
Hit him with a heat.
All right, maybe I didn't miss it. That's what I thought you said. Nice cut. So 38-21, Georgia on top here on the road. And now it's, again, Virginia Tech looking for an answer. And we talked about it in the first game. You let the underdogs hang around. Eventually, they're going to bite you. Well, Georgia's been biting all night long. Virginia Tech needs the answer here.
Yeah, this is not a case of you've been letting them hang around. They took the lead, and they're not looking to give it back.
So on 1st and 10, Busby rips it down the middle. Melanishin, again, she's had a huge night. 4 catches, 125 yards, and 2 scores.
And Max, no, it is in fact the singular he there. There was not a double move there. We're going to give the singular he on that. Thank you.
So now on 1st and 10. We'll get back to the double he here at some point, I'm sure. That little speed option look, and Busby. Boy, I saw that in week 1, and he disappeared on my defense. Georgia able to track him down, but a huge pickup for the Hokie offense.
You can call him Houdini because he can hit the hole, vanish, and he's suddenly in the end zone. Busby is sneaky fast, and defenses have got to give him respect when he makes a move.
Here we go on 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line in Georgia territory. Orndorff up the middle. Plowing forward, whistled down after a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Right now, they're showing that they are comfortable. They're comfortable going back to the ground game. You don't want to predicate your entire offenses and try to make it a run game. Time is not your friend here.
Now, still a whole quarter to play after this, and I know it's a 17-point game, but the running game right now, I mean, you're making hay on the ground if you're the Hokies, and Orndorff picks up another 1st down.
Oh, I don't disagree with that at all, Murph. But like you said, it is 17 points. If you run, you're going to take a lot of time off the clock. You've got to hit fast.
Orndorff again up the middle, and he is corralled by a couple of dogs. Or excuse me, that is Cam Ellis up the middle. He's got another 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And it's right on cue. It's got to be that Orndorff breather.
And they both wear those orange sleeves under their jerseys. It's a little hard for me to tell them apart. Busby, nice cut. And Busby finds the end zone from 13 yards out. And again, the Hokies answer and close the gap.
And they're going to say, hey, you said don't keep it on the ground. Watch this real quick. And Busby is going to dial up his own digits, and he is going to find the way into the end zone as Virginia Tech cuts it back to a 10-point game. Now, if you're the Hokie defense, you are kind of getting carved like it's nobody's business. You found a way to get some stops at the end of the second quarter. You've got to go back to that magic. Keep it in front of you, but fly to the ball and make emphatic stops, as Frankie Dawkins is going to get 27 yards on that return.
And here's the thing. You said it might be time to start maybe not abandon the running game, but maybe slowing down on it, going through the air a little bit more. But that drive, only about a minute and a half of game time from the Hokies. So plenty of time to continue to run the ball if it's working, but they've got to slow this running game down. And Chris Wolf makes a play on Lane Easton right around the line of scrimmage. They will give him one. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Hungry like the Wolf, and he is eating back there as Wolf's going to pick up his 7th tackle.
Oh, Duran Duran. Still one of my favorite 80s bands. And this is a 2nd and 9 coming up for the Dog offense. And this one is incomplete. Chapman playing with fire. Really one of the first ill-advised throws we've seen from Chapman.
Yeah, and funnily enough, looking at the call sheet, I believe that was a walk-on that almost just made a house call.
So right here, Chapman on 3rd and 9 goes underneath, and there's Wolf once again in coverage, punches that one free. It'll be 4th and 9. The Hokies going to get it back.
And that right there, that was the big emphasis I made on this drive, Murph. You had some stops nearing at the end of the second quarter. You had to get back to your basics. You had to fly to that ball with tenacity, and the Hokies did just that.
And now 50 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. So still 2-score ball game, but a lot of football left to be played. You know you're going to have 3-4 possessions at minimum here left in this ball game. So continue to run the football if that's what's working. And there goes Orndorff once again. He will plow his way forward, follow ahead for a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
You know, Murph, I don't normally do this, but I'd like to apologize. I was incorrect. If the run game's going to keep feasting like this, yeah, you keep it on the ground and you force them to stop you.
You're picking them up in chunks just as well as you could through the air. And there goes Orndorff again, 8 more yards. He's now over the century mark at 107 and 2nd and 2.
And just absolutely having a performance on the ground, might we add.
And Frankie Dawkins comes up, makes his 8th stop here on the ball game. 2nd and 2, little read option. There goes Busby around the edge. Fooled him once, but eventually Busby is caught by Brown. It'll be a 1st down, though, for the Hokies.
Over on Twitch, 66-yard touchdown pass to C.J. Jackson as the Seminoles extend that lead back to 21, 45-24 with 2:59 remaining in the 3rd.
Last play here in our 3rd quarter. It's a read option. It's Busby inside the 15 or down to the 15. It'll be 2nd and 2 when we come back as Georgia trying to hold on. Throw the 4s up in chat. It's 38-28 Bulldogs on top. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. Welcome back inside Lane Stadium, Blacksburg, Virginia. Nate Murphy and Dominic Barfield set to bring you at least one more quarter of football. Hokies driving down 10, 2nd down and 2. Draw play, Orndorff trying to bounce it to the outside, and he will not get away. Nice stop from Legarius Sexton. It'll be 3rd and 3.
You know, Murph, surprisingly, the draw game has worked in the favor of Virginia Tech for the most part this game. That right there was just not the time to get cute and try to dial that up one more time.
And now on 3rd down, draw play, Orndorff got it this time. 1st down yardage inside the 10, 1st and goal Hokies.
And what a gassed run there by Orndorff. Was huffing and puffing, was just trying to pick up the 1st down. Desperate need of probably a breather, but what a way to fight and pick it up.
So they will empty things out now to give Orndorff that breather. Looking far side open receiver. It's Olzer, steps out after a gain of 2.
And not a big fan of throwing that wide out there across the field. That can absolutely dial up disaster. We've already seen that happen tonight. Not the time to let that happen if you're a Hokie.
4 receiver set, 2nd and goal. Little bubble screen complete. It's Olzer to the goal line, and that will be it. Could not force her way in. Frankie Dawkins with the stop. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Yeah, she was fighting every single bit of that. Picked up an additional yardage, but just could not find the promised land.
Is it Orndorff time right here? They give it up the middle. No, it's Ellis. And Cam Ellis gets to the goal line, and that is it. 4th and goal coming up. Clayton Cobb with the stop.
Now, conversation time. I was going to say, you need both a field goal and a touchdown to tie it back up. And they're just going to say, we're going to roll the dice here and let it be what it be.
I would prefer to kick the field goal. Hokies going for 6. Busby not going to get there. Stopped in the backfield by Clayton Cobb. Turnover on downs.
Not sure what Busby was looking at there. If he plants that foot and cuts it right outside of the tackle, he is in for 6. Tries to stretch it out, and it just does not work.
So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 3. Safety watch here. I'm sure they'll turn, hand it to Easton, and they do. And he gets away from one. He's got the 1st down. He gets away from another. And out to the 21-yard line goes Lane Easton. Chris Wolf maybe saves a touchdown right there.
And a rare errant miss there by Kai Buford coming in and just gets left in the dirt as Easton is going to just corral on past him. And yes, Wolf is going to get the credit there for saving the potential touchdown there.
Ball from the 3 all the way out to the 21, just like that. Now play fake under pressure, and Seth Chapman did not stand a chance. Buddy Oliver gets the sack, and for Chapman, he's just lucky to hold on to the football.
He said, I'm not your buddy guy, and he is going to pick up that sack when they needed it, one of the most desperate times.
Ball back inside the 15-yard line. Under center is Chapman. 2 tight ends. Easton the lone back. He's got it right up the middle, and he's going nowhere. Spun down to the turf by Alfredo Barfield. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
And that's just credit there in the vision by that linebacker. He's held up at the line, sees him coming, gets off, gets one arm around him, and says, I don't think so.
4 wide receivers, 3 near side. And Chapman, the freshman, looking under some late pressure, downfield into double coverage, swatted away by Apollo Sanchez, and the Hokies turn it over on downs down around the goal line, but they will get it right back.
And what a way for Apollo to come up big there. Has been making plays across the field all night, and that deflection was big for this Hokies defense.
And this is why I prefer the field goal on the previous drive. Now you'd be driving downfield with a chance to tie it up. Instead, 6:39 to play, still down 2 scores. Melanition gets you into plus territory after that return. So now let's see what the freshman Drew Busby is able to come up with. He'll give it to Orndorff, and Orndorff's going to fight for 9.99 yards. It'll be 2nd down and inches.
And the Tony 10 makes its first, I believe this is actually the first appearance all night, Murph, that we've had of Tony 10.
I believe so. Sets up the 2nd and Cade right here as the Hokies come to the line at the 38-yard line here of Georgia. Fully loaded shotgun, play fake. Quick throw across the middle. It is complete, and that is John Lee weaving upfield for a gain of 16.
Quiet performance for John Lee. I believe that's the first time we've said his name since near the end of the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken there, Murph. But comes up big over the middle on that drag route.
Yeah, certainly it hasn't been this half. It was early in the ball game for sure. He came up with a couple of big catches. Comes up with a big one there, gets him just outside of the red zone. Hokies driving, trying to cut into this 10-point Bulldog lead. Busby, nothing, as once again tries to get it to the outside, but he is hit and met by Bo Martin.
Now, this is also the time where I'm gonna re-hammer back that point. Not the time to get cute running the ball. You need to find a way to put that ball in the air and find the end zone.
2-by-2 look here. They're going to go back to the read option. Cutting it upfield this time is Busby. 3rd and 1 coming up.
And you know what? Right on cue. Make me a liar again. That seems to be the brand tonight.
They're running the football well, but now I think you're starting to be more in that territory where you're right here. Time starting to dwindle down in a 2-score game. Trying to get this to the outside. Orndorff bounces off of one, can't get away from the next man in. It's Kendall Simmons. It'll be 4th and 2.
Horrific play call. If you look back at that lineup there, Murph, you had only 2 defenders on the left side and you had 3 receivers lined up. You had potential busted coverage right there for a walk-in touchdown.
4th and 2. Draw play. Not gonna get it. Ellis picks up a yard, and that is it. The Bulldog defense stands tall again.
And over on Twitch, 2-yard touchdown run by D-Money, his second of the game. Florida State goes up 52-27 on Florida. 8:47 remains in the 4th.
And now man in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep. Hit once, hit twice. Chapman will go down in the backfield. It's Gunny Creedon, his first sack of the ball game, sets up 2nd and 18.
Now, Murph, big question. I mean, emphatically, Virginia Tech has left 6 points on the field right now, not going for anything, and they're praying that this defense can step up and make the stops here needed. The time is of the essence.
Now under 5 to go. And this is handed off to Easton to get out of the end zone. And they will rule forward progress just outside the goal line. Chris Wolf will get credit for the stop, and yeah, he did have progress out to about the 1.
Oh, and that was such a big moment here. Defense is going to have to stand up here if they want to make a chance to stay in this game.
And this is going to be bounced to the outside. Look out, Easton. Can he get to the marker? Oh, that would have been a huge play. Easton rips off 18, and at the very least, gives that punter plenty of room to work.
Two scary possessions there, and they're going to get lucky to get that back near the pylon, and they're going to punt this ball away. Got to make a stand here if you are the Hokies. You cannot afford to just leave points on the board. You have shot yourself in the foot. The defense is coming up and paying dividends right now, but this offense has got to pay this defense back. You have to have points, Murph. Point blank, period. You cannot afford to get cute and afford a 3rd turnover on downs.
So they definitely need points. You need at least 3. And they'll go bubble screen. It is complete somehow, some way. And it's John Lee, good for just 4.
And if I'm the Hokies offense right now, I'm running no huddle, and I am trying to save as much time as possible.
Dominic McKenzie comes up with his 9th tackle. An empty set here. Busby alone in the backfield. They'll bring Orndorff back with him. They'll go read option. Busby got to try and get that to the outside. I think he had some room to the middle if he cuts it upfield, and Frankie Dawkins instead just flattens him.
Just a complete flatliner. So now I'm still going to hammer this point here. Running is not your friend right now. It has been effective, but you've got to find a air presence if you're a Hokie.
And now I agree with you. You're under 3.5, down 2 scores. Got to put the ball in the end zone quickly. And this could do it. Downfield touchdown. Harper Orndorff behind the defense. And now how big do those 2 defensive stops for the Bulldogs look?
Oh, absolutely. And then if you're a Virginia Tech fan, you're sitting there going, well, the additional 6 points right now would have looked really nice, as that would have put them up by a field goal in this moment. Gotta wonder what were we doing? But right now they're going to be happy to make this a 3-point game. Georgia's going to have to come out here, find a way to put the nail in the coffin. And if you're a Hokie, you are trying to call in your defense and say, we need you one more time.
Got to make a stop on special teams as well, and they do. They've done a pretty good job of corralling Frankie Dawkins here tonight. And this drive right here for the Hokie defense, Dom, I think is the ball game. Got to find a way to stop Lane Easton, because 12 is getting the football.
No and if or buts. Best case scenario for you, give up a field goal, keep it a 1-possession game. But that's going to take a lot of time off the clock if Georgia is going to dink and dunk it and really work this clock to their favor. There's a lot of intangibles here, and it's just going to come down, Murph. Who wants this win?
Fully loaded pistol. There's Easton. He's got it right between the tackles. Wolf slows him down, and Easton still winds up with a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Wolf's going to slow him down, and I believe Buddy Oliver should get credit there for the tackle.
And here you see Georgia in chew clock mode. Going to bring this all the way down to about 2 seconds on the play clock. They'll snap this read option, little midline read, and that is a 1st down for Chapman. Now the question is, when do the Hokies start using their timeouts?
You start right after this next play. No and if or buts.
As we are now inside the 2-minute mark. You can see the Hokies kind of pressing the line of scrimmage here. 7 in the box, maybe 8, and they're going to go up the middle with Easton. One cut, look out to the 40, 35-30. Do they have the angle on him? 15, 10 to the 5. They bump him out of bounds at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal.
And Georgia absolutely just tried to seal it all right there and say, thanks for coming, good try. But wow, what a pursuit angle. Wow, you needed that.
A nice play right there, running that one down from Crew Henderson. Otherwise, it's a touchdown. Now you need to use your timeouts, force a field goal here if you're the Hokies. And this is a walk-on. Steve Gibson, he'll lose a yard, and Hokies will use that timeout.
And that's a good stop there in the open field by the Hokies defense.
The midline read here. Chapman breaks one, won't get away. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And I believe it was either Wolf or that was Gunny Creedon who shot in there and gets the stop.
3rd and goal. Big play right here. Could be the ball game. They're going to throw. Corner of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Bulldogs. And that's Haas Carter, the big tight end that got the foot down inbounds.
Over on Twitch, 10-yard touchdown pass to Zane Tree. Florida State now leads 59-27. 5:47 left in the ball game. And, well, it's a crucial play here in this football game, so I'm not really surprised they're going to take a look at it, but I thought on first look he was in, and I think on second look he's in. I think Haas Carter has given the Bulldogs back that 10-point lead. That's good just about any way you cut that. That is a devastating shot there to the Hokie defense.
One play right there really defined that drive. And again, it was Lane Easton finding a seam, cutting it to the outside and running it down the sideline, getting it inside the 5. The Hokies forced a 3rd down, couldn't keep him out of the end zone, and now there is no options. It's Busby and this passing attack with under 1.5 to go. They've got to light the scoreboard up in a hurry, and then you're probably looking at an onside kick.
There's no maybe. You have to. One timeout's not enough to do anything. You've got to get the end zone, and you've got to get the onside. There's no end for Butts Murph. It is cut dry.
5 wide receivers. How fast can you get it to the end zone? Mr. Busby throws that one to the sideline, and Kevon Winkler knocks it down. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, he tried to give it to the defense to give him a gift wrap, and luckily the ball's going to fall to the turf.
3 wide receivers and a tight end. Pistol set. Orndorff behind Busby. Move the tight end in motion. Down the numbers. It is complete. It's Melanishin, and she gets out of bounds after gaining 31.
Smart heads-up decision, getting out of bounds, stopping that clock, seeing that you're not going to be able to outrun that second defender coming in. Get out of bounds, stop it, and make something happen. Virginia Tech still has some fight. They are showing that they can sneak behind this coverage, and they can try to take the top off. Just have to keep playing your style.
Now, they've got the firepower. The question is, do they have enough time left on the clock? Again, they've got to get it back after they score 2. So it's really a 2-parter. Busby fires this one complete. It's Olzer, gain of 14. They'll run to the line.
As they should. Good way of keeping that timeout in your pocket.
3 receivers top of the screen. 1-on-1 down here at the bottom. That's the direction they'll go. It's John Lee. Touchdown Hokies, and it ain't over yet.
Yep. Not over yet, but now here it's going to come the important part here, Murph. It's going to be the end-all, be-all after this PAT attempt. Can you recover the onside? I don't believe, to my knowledge, at least in what I've called this season, I have not seen one recovered successfully. I do not know if there has been one so far this season. Last season, we saw a good slew of them in the most wild of circumstances. Let's roll the dice and see what they come out and do.
Hey, we've already had one phenomenal overtime game tonight. Why not give the Hokies a chance to give us another? The Georgia Hands team isn't buying that theory, though. Don Carter, he'll hold on. And with 59 seconds left, just one timeout left for the Hokies. That should do it, barring some sort of miracle in the Meadowlands type situation here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're not coming out in victory formation, so there's still a potential here.
Easton, and he'll hold on to it after he gets thumped on the outside. It'll be 2nd and 3.
All right, let's see if they're going to come. They are still not coming out and playing victory formation. They are feeling some kind of way.
Well, they trust Easton to hold on to it. He's got it at the 25, made sure he stayed in bounds, got the first down, and 50 seconds left. They'll have to take a couple of knees, but I think that does it.
Yep, you can go ahead and take the L out of Lover right there. That is going to be over as they finally come out in the victory formation.
And they will wind this down, take one snap there, and they'll probably break the huddle, let this wind all the way down. And there it is. Clock hits 000 here in Blacksburg. And the Georgia Bulldogs come on the road and upset number 11 Virginia Tech. They'll fall to 2-1. What a ball game we had, Dom. We're going to start breaking this thing down and get the folks out of here tonight.
As I said, absolutely credit to both teams. They came out here and left it all on the field. Georgia just wanted more. And it's going to come down to the coaching staff decisions there by Virginia Tech, not kicking both of those field goals and turning the ball over. That was the difference. That would have been a win and maintain on the road and staying undefeated. Unfortunately, coming into conference play, you're going to have to get some decisions together, and you're going to have to make the better changes. And credit to Georgia for doing the same thing and making an emphatic statement as the underdog here.
And again, your final score, 45-42, Georgia over top of Virginia Tech. With that, I'd like to say thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow, executive producer, Mike Peters, and of course, my broadcast partner, Dominic Barfield, for tonight's action. On behalf of our entire broadcast crew, I'm Nate Murphy, and you've been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. That puts a bow on our Tuesday night, but tomorrow is plenty more CFSL action for everyone. It all starts at 6:30, where on Twitch, Miami takes on Ohio State from the Horseshoe, and on YouTube, West Virginia travels to Happy Valley to take on Penn State. We'll see you then, everyone.